Atlanta Falcons, the allure of them being a great home game officially erased. Desmond Ridder had probably his worst game of the year just since it was his first loss professionally and in college last week versus the Commanders. Well, I don't think that's going to build because Bucs have their second game at home off of a bye. Their defense still played relatively well versus the Detroit Lions, where they are able to stop the run. So with that being said, Buccaneers offense has been great stopping the football and the run so far. You have Levante David. We all know how great their linebackers are. And then you have Baker Mayfield coming off a loss. I think he'll play better in this game. Buccaneers are favored at 2.5 points. How do you see this battle for the NFC South going?
Yeah, this is a tough game to pick. I think that Baker, the last couple of weeks, he's faced some really tough defenses with the Eagles kind of roughing him up a little bit, and then the Lions defense taking care of business. But that being said, Baker Mayfield is playing his best football as a whole that he's played probably since 2019 with the Browns, back when they had Odell. He's on pace for 24 touchdowns, 10 picks, and 4,000 yards. So having a great season in Baker Mayfield standards. And I definitely think that coming home, he's at home, right? Or is he on the road?
Baker's at home.
He's at home, and he's facing the Falcons team that, Calais Campbell, he's been playing really well for them. And there's some nice players on that Falcons defense. But I think with the likes of the Eagles and Lions, I think this is probably going to be a little bit less of a challenge for him, especially with the Mike Evans of the world, Chris Godwin, and Rachaad White. So I do have the Bucs in this game. I do think it's going to be gritty. I think it's going to be like a 24-21 kind of game, but I do have the Bucs with the edge.
Yeah, Bucs with the edge there. I definitely have the Bucs here because I think versus the Falcons haven't proved that they can win on the road, where every time they play on the road, I believe they've only scored once in each of those games. I think one of them was London. One of the games was on the road versus the Detroit Lions, where they are only able to put up a touchdown. Then in London, they only put up a field goal. That team's starting to unravel a little bit. You're starting to see the team waver in confidence in Desmond Ridder. So I wouldn't be surprised if Ridder struggles out of the gate, that we see a Taylor Heineke sighting in the next few weeks here. So Falcons kind of on their heels here, reeling a little bit. And then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were able to go into New Orleans and then dominate the Saints in their own house. So I think they'll be able to win this game at home and then hold a strong position in the NFC South here.
Not only that, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won 5 of the last 6 against the Falcons. And that one win coming in week 18 when Brady was not playing last year. So I think there's something real there. I think the Bucs have had their number in the South for the last couple of years. Granted, Tom Brady is not walking through that door, but Baker Mayfield has stepped up, has exceeded expectations. And I think that that's going to continue here, especially at home with the likes of the Buccaneer fans. So give me the Bucs in this game.